Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man. It's time to make some soap. I'm doing an extra video this week because I want to get an extra batch in for the street ministry. I usually just take one, and a lot of people post-COVID are starting to return, and I'm running out too quickly. So this is going to be maybe a little bit of a strange color combination, but I'll be using my slab mold, doing a drop swirl like I did last week. We're using activated charcoal for black, titanium dioxide for white, Nurture Soap's Brilliant Blue, which is one of my favorite blues from them, maybe the favorite from them, and Brambleberry's Aqua Pearl. And this is maybe a little on the strange side for the fragrance to go with it, but it's a favorite of mine. It's Crafter's Choice Alpine Frost. Smells great, behaves well, and holds up in your cold process. Let's get started, because it's getting late and I got to get up at 5 in the morning and go to work. And I'm soaping about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a little bit warm, but once again, it's getting late and I want to go to bed. So, slowly, carefully, pour the lye water into the oils. And bring it to a basic emulsification. And there we go. Get our colors into our containers. And scrape out our big container because we're finished with it. Here we go. So let's start. Let's go lightest to darkest. So I'm going to pour in the order of black, white, blue, and green. But let's go lightest to darkest. So my titanium dioxide is mixed in oil. So next we'll go to our green. About a heaping teaspoon. Stir it in. Looking good, very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's get our blue. Oops. And the same, about a heaping teaspoon usually does. And looking good. And finally, our black. It's at this point that I like to first of all hand stir the fragrance in just to be certain that it's behaving, even though I know this one does. So let's put a quarter into each, hand stir it, and then I will hit it with the stick blender. And this one I'm going to go pretty light because although it behaves well, it doesn't behave quite as well as the one I used last week. Okay. So let me give these a very quick hit with the stick blender just to make sure everything's emulsified, especially the whites. Make sure that TD is mixed in well. How are we on consistency? I think that's just about right. So we will start with our black. And last week I poured a little closer to the mold so that it didn't get quite so much momentum, and I poured slower and I got those awesome swirls. Although this is setting up a little faster than last week's. Yep, definitely setting up faster. Let me see if I can break it up a little bit, stirring it. whatnot. I'm probably just slowing everything down. So what I'm going to end up doing is go ahead and scrape the rest of this in, and then I'm going to do probably a hanger tool. Actually, I think I might do a spoon swirl. I haven't done that in a long time. Definitely should not have stick blended that quite so much. So the spoon swirl, I just kind of take that and swirl it all the way down the mold. There's the first half, and here is the second side. And then I will take my spatula and flatten this down. And then I'll get the rest of my colors on the top. And let's see if I can do something with it. And I don't have my thermometer, which I usually use. Okay, not quite as pretty as last week, but in times in the past when I have resorted to the spoon swirl, I've gotten some pretty nice results with it, and I'm hoping I'll have the same this time. So that's all I got. I mean, that's already set up. So I'll spray this with rubbing alcohol and get it ready to put it to bed, and I'll see you tomorrow for the cut. All right, we're back to cut our soap. So if you watch the video, you saw that the pour started out really nicely, and then about halfway through the pour it quickly set up, and I had to sort of plop it in. So at that point, instead of a nice drop swirl, I took the spoon and did the spoon swirl. And I remembered that fragrance overall behaves pretty well, but you have to be cautious with the stick blender, and I had kind of forgotten that. I should have been a little more cautious. Years ago, I used to hand stir all the fragrances in, and then over the years with a little experience and watching other people do it and getting to know these fragrances, I got a little more comfortable stick blending it in gently. But this one I went a little too heavy on. But anyway, it's alright. We'll see. Nice, slick, shiny sides. I like that. I like this color palette. I wasn't sure if I would or not, but let's see what it looks like inside. Let's see how that spoon swirl did. That has saved a lot of thickened soaps for me. Let's see if it did this one. Ooh, yes. Look at that. Now I'm curious to see what the bars are going to look like. That's just the end piece, and it's nice. Oh yeah, very nice. Not what I'd planned, but I really like that. I'll cut the other one off camera, it'll look the same, but yeah, I like these. I was a little worried. I think I like those better than what I really intended them to look like, so very nice. So when I get the other one cut, I'll get it out and get a snapshot and upload that. So folks, thanks for watching, stay safe, take good care of yourselves, bye.